Hello everyone, in this video I'll be explaining you the problem shortest increasing path, and it was asked in Codeforces Global Round 29 for division 1 and 2. So let's read out the problem. You are at 0, 0 in a rectangular grid and want to go x, y. So in order to do so, you are allowed to perform a sequence of steps. Each step consists of moving a positive integer amount, positive integer of amount of length in the positive direction of the x or the y axis. Okay, so in the first step must be along x, the second along y, the third along x, and so on. Basically x direction, then y, then x, then y, that way. Formally, if we number steps from 1 in the order they are done, the odd number of steps must be along x axis and even number of steps must be along the y axis. Okay, so additionally each step must have a length of strictly greater than the length of the previous one. Output the number of steps needed to reach x, y, or -1 if it is impossible. So we need to output the number of steps needed, and not just the steps needed, it is saying that minimum number of steps. So yeah, let's understand the input. So we have test cases, and for every test case we have integer x and y, basically the point where we want to reach, and output will have to print the number of steps to reach x, y from 0, 0, or else if it is not possible, then in that case -1 should be returned. So let's take this first example and understand. They've given 10 examples in total. So we have 1 and 2. So we have 1 and 2. What they're saying is initially, okay, first let me take, this is the first example. In the question what they're saying is, you are initially at 0, 0 and you want to reach x, y, and this will always be like x and y always be in positive, so it will be in first quadrant only. This is x and this is y. And what they're saying is, first step should be chosen by x. You'll have to move in x direction. Second step should be in y direction. Third step should be in x direction, like you will be moving x, then y, then x, then y, some like this. It will continue. So if you consider this as the first step and y as the second step, and again third step, and this is the fourth step. So as you can see, x is coming in the odd number. So at odd number of steps, odd number step, we will be moving in x direction, right, as you can see. And in case of even number of step, we will be moving in y direction. So yeah, this is the requirement, and they're asking us to find the minimum number of steps to reach x and y, and if it is not possible, in that case you'll have to return -1. So let's understand this. We are at 0, 0, and this is x and this is y. So 1, 2, here is the point that chef wants to reach, and we should always be starting with in the x direction, and they're saying the step length whatever taking, that should be positive, which means 0 step is not allowed. So what I'll be doing is, let me take in the x direction 1 step. So which means at first step you'll be taking x is equal to 1, so you will be reaching at 1, 0 position. This is 1, 0, you will reach here. And in the second step, I'll take, because x we have taken, in the second step we will take y. I'll be taking y s2, so y direction will be moving 2 distance. So earlier we were at 1, 0, and you are moving 2 steps in y direction, so you'll be moving at step 2. So how many steps require? 1 and then 2. In 2 steps you'll be reaching, and this is the minimum possible that is available. You can't do it lesser than this, because x has only one direction, one length. So we are taking one length, and we don't have any further to go in the x direction, and the remaining whatever is there will be moving in the y direction. So in this case our answer is 2. So got it. So yeah, in the first case answer is 2. Let's take second example, 5 6. This is second example. We are at 0 comma 0, 2 3 4 5, 1 2 4 5 6. So this is x direction and this is in y direction. So what they're asking is, you'll have to move in x direction. Let me take chef or whatever name is there. He'll be moving one step in the x direction. So since he have moved only one step, so in the next he'll be moving in y direction, right? So he has to take a step greater than 1. So which is 2. So he'll be moving 2 step, right? Like in the x, he have taken one length. In the y, the steps whatever you will be moving, it should be strictly greater than the previous. So like 2 he'll be moving. Okay. Now let's take again. Uh, chef will move as x is equal to 3. When he moves 3 distance 1 2 3, he'll be reaching at this position, and he wants to reach basically x, this one 5 comma 6. Here he wants to reach. Now let's say y is equal to, again 4 steps he'll take in y direction. So that is 1 2 3 4. He'll be reaching till here. Okay. So now let's say he wants to move in x again direction, because he has not reached till this position right now. So now if he wants to reach, the steps remaining is only like 1 he have utilized, again 3 he have utilized, 4 he have utilized, out of 5 he have utilized 4. Now he can't take x is equal to 1, because it is lesser than the previous steps. So this way is not possible. So let me try to take one more way, and which is going to be, let me take x is equal to 4 steps he'll be moving. At this step he was moving 3 distance. So let me take he moves to the 4 points from this position. So when he moves that 4, so now your y has to be strictly greater than that, which is like 5. So if he moves to the 5, then he'll be surpassing that, he'll be moving to 5 comma 7, but he wants to reach 5 comma 6. This is also not possible. So what you'll have to do is, now again come back and see the previous step whatever you have taken, there is a mistake. Now let's say x is equal to 2, you'll be moving. Okay, now let's say x is equal to 2, you are moving. Now your y has to be strictly greater than that. So let's say you will move all y till 6 you'll move, or something y is equal to 3 till you will move. So if you move till 3, y is equal to 3, that is fine, you have came till here. Now x has to be greater than that, which is 4, and if you add this, this is going to be more than that. So now here one thing you'll have to notice is that whenever x is lesser than 5, so in that case, in order to minimize the steps, what you will have to do is that, since x is lesser than 5, and in the first step take all the x steps, so I'll be taking all the 5 steps, he'll be moving to till 5 steps here. Now x is equal to 5 is over. Now whatever steps you have got, right, y is equal to 6 you have got, since this step is greater than the previous step, so all move till that point 5 comma 6. So it's like you have got the minimum number of steps also, and then you have reached the point x comma y. Whenever x is lesser than y, in the first step take all x distance, and in the second step you will be taking one more y distance will be moving. So in this case our answer is like only 2 steps you utilize. So one condition comes into picture, like if x is less than y, so your answer will be 2. Now okay, this we have understood. So this is 2. Let's start to take the third case, wherein we have 4 and 2. In third case we have x is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. Before taking that, let me take fourth case, wherein we have x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. So which means the chef is at 0 comma 0 and he wants to reach 1 comma 1, right? So if that is the case, So whenever x and y are equal, right, in that case your answer will not be possible. Why? I'll tell you. Because now let's say you have moved, x is equal to 1 distance, so you will be moving at this position. Now you want to move y is equal to 2 because it should be greater than the previous step. So whenever if it is greater than the previous step, your answer will, in this case, since both are equal, so you have moved till x equals to y, which means like you have moved x is equal to 1, which is y also, y is equal to 1. So now you can't move 2 distance. In this case, answer is not possible. So now the question comes like, okay, um, since x was 1 1, so it was not possible. Let me take x is equal to 6 6. So even if x is equal to 6 6, now let's say you will move x is equal to 1 distance, right? So remaining you have 5 distance right now in the x direction, but you have y as 6. So like if you take y as, all these steps, so you have gone till y as required, but now your x should be greater than that, but your remaining x is 5, which is not possible. So whenever x is equal to y, in that case your answer will not be possible. I think you guys got this. Now first case was like when x is less than y, your answer is 2. If x equals to y, your answer is not possible, your answer is -1. Now the one condition is that if x is greater than y. So this is the third case we'll be doing. So in the third case, since you want to minimize this number of steps, you are at 0, 0, right? So since x is greater, right, so you can't be taking all these steps in that direction, because if you take x equal to 4, in the next step your answer has to be greater than that, which is, let's say, 5. So 5 is not there. So that is the reason you will have to take the minimum number of steps, right? So in this case, the optimal way is you start with x equal to 1. When you start with x equal to 1, and now you will have to take x whatever distance have given, so take all the distance. So you will be moving at this position. You want to reach here now, it's like 4, 2. So right now you have moved one distance in x and two distance in y, and now still again you have moved x, y, now you will be moving to the x direction. So from 4 you have moved 1, remaining is 3. So you will be taking 3, and which is obviously greater than the previous, so you will be moving at this position. So in this case, like whenever x is greater than y, in that case what you will have to do is you always start with x is equal to 1, and whatever value y they'll give, take that value, and the next step you'll have to take x, which is like, let's say, if x is equal to k1, y is equal to k2, some constant. So your now x will be k1 minus 1, and this x whatever distance you are taking, this k1 minus 1, if it is greater than k2, if it is greater than this, so your answer will be possible. So in that case, like, you have taken one step and then two step and this three step, as you can see here clearly. So whenever x is greater than y, so in that case you will have to take this case, like take this way and check if k1 is greater than k2. If that is the case, then obviously you will have your answer, but or else it will not be there. And also you may encounter like x is equal to 4 and y is equals to 1. So in this case your answer will not be possible, because even if you take x equal to 1 in first step, in the y step you'll have to take more than 1, but you have only one answer. So you'll have to check one more condition, is that this k2 whatever you are taking, it should be greater than 1. I think you guys got right. So the most optimal way of solving this is that when x is greater than y, now we'll have to take x, some value you can take, k1, basically you'll be taking one value, let me call x1 is equal to 1 you will take. Now y value whatever is there, that is fine, but x2 value is going to be x minus 1, x minus 1. So when you have these values, now you are going to check if this x1 is less than y, because that is the case. x1 is like first step, y is like second step. So second step should be strictly greater than the previous, and you'll be checking this y is strictly less than x1, sorry, x2, because this is the second step and this is the third step. So if this is the case, then your answer will be 3, else your answer is -1. I think from this example you have understood. 4-2 case में we have 3 as answer, and in case of wherein x and y are equal, you have -1. And here also, as you can see, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 1, x comma y. So here what is there? X is greater than y. So in this case we'll have to take x1 as 1 and y as whatever value is there, which is also 1, and x2 as x minus 1. X is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. So in this case, if we try to take this condition like all values are equal, this is the first step. In the second step, your answer should be strictly greater than the previous. So it is not possible here. So your answer is -1. So yeah, for the 2-1 case, answer is -1. And whenever x and y are equal, answer is -1 still. In this case, your answer is also -1 because y is 1. That's why. So yeah, I think pretty much this was the problem statement. There were only 4 cases. So let's try to solve it. I think you guys understood, right? So we have test cases which has taken care of this position. After test case, we have integer x and y. We have integer x and y. Once we have taken integer x and y, so as I said, if x is less than y, so in that case your answer is 2. Else if your x is equals to y, as I said, in that case your answer is not possible, which is -1. Else, obviously, when you're coming to else, which means x is greater than y. When x is greater than y, take x1 as 1 and y is like y only, and take x2 as x minus 1. And now you need to check if this x1 is less than y and this y is less than x2. Like x1 is first step and y is second step, x2 is third step. So in each step, the number of steps what you're taking should be strictly greater than the previous step. So if that is the case, then in this case your answer is 3, else your answer is not possible. So yeah, let's try to run it. Here it is running. Let's try to submit it. Shortest increasing path. In the code test it was accepted, so let's try to say yeah, it got accepted. So in this way you could easily solve the problem. Basically there are 4 cases. First 3 cases like x less than y, x equals to y, and the last case is greater than y. When x greater than y, we need to check these cases. Like initially you'll try to take one step, then whatever number of steps are there in y, that number of steps will go in forward, upward, and then you will move x minus 1 step in the right direction. So if these steps when you are taking is strictly greater than the previous steps, then answer is possible, else answer is not possible. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video.